YouTube channel Nos Confunden. I awoke within a nightmare, where our world lay trapped beneath an invisible dome, projecting the most precious lights, some of which seemed to flicker and call out to me from afar. Yet a profound sense of emptiness enveloped me, as though everything was part of a vast screen simulating a non-existent reality. The screens glowed with images of distant planets, fictitious worlds that would never be touched by human hands. The mass media, those heralds of illusion, imposed images of astronauts floating in a fabricated void, proclaiming conquests in a universe painted upon the fabric of deception. Every photograph, every broadcast, was another brick in the wall that separated humanity from the truth. The public, hypnotized by the spectacle, applauded without question. They were told that those voyages, that space race, were the pinnacle of evolution, the summit of human intelligence. Nos Confunden. But while the false stars twinkled on their screens, in the most fertile corners of the earth, men, women, and children were dying of hunger. In fields that could have fed nations, the land lay forgotten, its fruits left to rot while resources were diverted toward the conquest of a cosmos that did not exist. It was a cruel paradox. They let their brothers die while investing in the pursuit of a false universe. The leaders, with their bright faces and carefully crafted speeches, justified these sacrifices as the price of progress. But what kind of progress allowed hunger and misery to flourish in a world where the soil was fertile and abundance was possible? Nos Confunden. The stars, those false jewels set in the vault of the sky, became symbols of a fabricated hope. They taught us to look upward toward a distant sky while ignoring the roots rotting beneath our feet. They sold us dreams of other worlds while our own home crumbled under the weight of indifference. In that cosmic theater, humanity was both spectator and actor, trapped in a role it had never chosen. But there were those who resisted, those who saw through the projection. They knew that the true conquest lay not in the painted stars, but in healing the earth they had abandoned. Nos Confunden. Their struggle was silent, but their impact was profound. For even as the screens continued to glow and the wars raged on, the truth always found its way through the cracks in the illusion. The wars, like voracious beasts, had been unleashed over and over upon humanity, not out of necessity, but through the meticulous design of the custodians and the Anunnaki. On every front, in every conflict, their invisible hands held the reins, directing nations and peoples like pieces on a cosmic chessboard. Innocent blood was shed to feed an endless cycle of hatred and division. There was no truce, no respite, only the hollow promise of peace on a horizon that could never be reached. Nos Confunden. Division was their most effective weapon. They separated brothers by ideologies, colors, beliefs, and flags. With every conflict, the lines deepened, the wounds widened, and humanity fractured even further. Religions clashed, cultures eroded, and love faded into a sea of distrust, carefully cultivated. In a world where the sky was a perfect painting, an immutable canvas upheld by the invisible frame of a dome, humanity breathed air heavy with lies. The stars that twinkled were but false jewels set in the nocturnal vault, and the sun, that eternal lamp, illuminated the land with borrowed light, a world shrouded in shadows. Nos Confunden. Beyond the horizon, where waters rose in unyielding waves, the ice walls stood, impenetrable sentinels guarding a secret never revealed. The custodians with invisible hands wove the threads of an imposed destiny. Masters of deceit, they rewrote history in ink of oblivion, erasing empires and dreams. The Anunnaki, architects of this cosmic prison, shaped human minds like potters shape clay, leaving behind a profound spiritual void. They fed us hollow entertainment, leaders who were mere puppets of flesh, and artists whose voices echoed messages that did not belong to them. Nos confunden. In this theater of shadows, the actors never knew they were acting. Their canned laughter, their fabricated tears, seeped through screens that hypnotized. Every word they spoke was another brick in the invisible wall separating humanity from its true potential. The climate grew hostile near the boundaries. The winds blew as warnings, the storms roared like jealous guardians. The ocean became a vast battlefield, where waves rose like liquid walls, furiously striking at those who dared challenge the horizon. Nature itself had been recruited to guard the confines of this simulation. YouTube channel Nos Confunden. But there were those who walked barefoot through the mud of illusion, their feet sinking into forgotten truths. They were few, almost invisible, but their steps resonated like a distant drum. They were the dreamers, the ones who saw the cracks in the painted sky, who heard the echo of an ancient song in the ice walls. The custodians, in their control towers, altered the timelines as if they were notes in a symphony that must never be completed. They adjusted collective memories, inserted events that never happened, and erased those that could spark awakening. But even in their absolute dominion, there were fissures they could not seal. Humanity seemed lost, its days shrouded in the mist of purposeless routine. Yet in the shadows where mud and light met, the barefoot ones continued their march. They were the torchbearers in a world of darkness, the promise that one day the full sky would tear, and the ice walls, those impenetrable colossi, would crack under the weight of a truth long awaiting its liberation. To you, who walked barefoot through the mud of this distorted reality, I offer my deepest gratitude. You are the faint flame that refuses to be extinguished under the weight of the hurricane of lies. In a world ruled by shadows, where the custodians pulled the strings of an endless theater, you dared to question the script, to seek the truth behind the curtain. YouTube channel Nos Confunden.